Welcome back, everyone, to the next installment of Deadly Premonition. We just completed a very climactic chapter where now we have a third victim in this series of serial killings. It's time to advance the game and see where we go from there.
Previously during the investigation.
I'm Kaysen, Forrest Kaysen.
Thomas, did you see Nick here?
No. When I got here, he was already like this.
What are you doing? Get out of the way! I'll do it!
George, stay back. She's trying to speak.
No! It couldn't be! Nick! Oh, please, no!
You got us good this time, Zach.
Is there a reason they didn't show the recent killing? They mentioned Nick, but that was bizarre.
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky, now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Agent Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
That's significant.
What is it, George?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Can't we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea. Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
No, I'm all in. Episode 2, Part
George,
2,
that scar on
13
your
past.
cheek. Where did you get it?
This? Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims. I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad. The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Ooh, a switch. So that explains what we saw on George's back a long time ago.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her. I went to the woods to apologize to the trees. I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work. York. I've been an arrogant fool, haven't I? And if it weren't for me, both Becky and Diane would still be alive. I could have saved them both. You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink. But I guess this bar is my confession chamber, and I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems, not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
Damn, that was some heavy scene. And we could have skipped that. I know that I have skipped a bunch of car ride things, but I don't think that they would be anywhere near as weighty. But now it's time for me to actually... I forgot something? I suppose there is Carol here.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead. Diane, too. We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
Nick didn't do it.
I know. Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
I'm busy, gotta go.
Very aloof. Oh, that brings us a full-on loading? Oh. Two people applauded for that, as impactful as that was. Okay, how about now? You don't have another number, do you? My brother's at the sheriff's department, isn't he? Poor guy, having to watch over Nick who didn't even do anything. Yep. I can't even get in there to talk to George. Maybe now I can leave then. Really? Oh no, I can't? Alright.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Zack, Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
York? Why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
I think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past. Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was still in high school. But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap thing, too.
I was going to mention.
I respect him, of course. I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
A whole lot of character moments in this one, and this whole thing could have been skipped if I just said, nah, I'm going back to the hotel. It's crazy.
I had a good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
York.
Yes.
Yes.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
Alright. And now that we've seen all that, we can move elsewhere. Now, let's run around to the back. Did you notice the police tape across the front door? Now, let's take a little nap. And by little, I mean 12 hours. I'm quite hungry. Let's try that on for size for now. And now? Oh, do they really repair on me? And what's this? Oh, another onion? What is that, an infinite onion? But whatever. Right, I forgot I can't be rubbing my face against it. Now... Oh yeah, my problem was I was supposed to go the other way. What a fool! Anyway, let's go ahead and replay this level. Once again, my goal is to run through this as quickly as possible and grab the one trading card that's around here somewhere. I think I might actually be able to genuinely make it to the end of this dungeon because it's almost entirely linear. It's very linear. I might have to deal with a crawler. But look at how quick it is when I just want to move, and I've already seen this place before. And if there's no life barrier that pops up, never mind. Guess I'm fighting this guy. Ah, nuts. There we go. Did it. Alright, anyway, moving on. And we climb. Not so bad, right? Now, I'm not going to have to do the whole apple thing. Or I shouldn't, anyway. Yeah, I shouldn't need to solve this stuff. Excuse me? Excuse me, excuse me. Hey, look at that, I solved the puzzle, what a genius. Alright, now which way am I going from here? Oh, that's right, the map isn't really that useful because I can't tell which areas have been blocked off. Could we not, please? Yeah, maybe I better just go, actually. I'm forgetting which way is which, so I'm just kind of jogging around. Neither door next to me is openable, so let's just go around. Oh my god, that's a scary looking place. But look at all the money. Who could say no to all that? I think this is what I'm looking for, actually, the basement. Uh-oh. It's a close one. Enemies are getting close, look at this. I'm gonna have to actually fight. Now, was this the door out of here? Yeah, here we go, here we go. Damn, enemies are really stepping up their game. Okay, now what does this place look like? Oh, well there you go. That's what I need. But I'll go ahead and finish up the place. It's not a big deal. Crawling Shadow. Oh, so the new enemies of this area. Let's take a look. We're almost done with enemies. We only have the birds, but then there's one enemy between the crawling one and that one. Who knows what that's going to be? So, shadows that are visible when lit up by a light. They crawl on the floor and ceilings and shriek when they die. Alright, now let's just get out of here. Look at how quick this place is when you just don't care, right? But like I said, I'll make my way to the end, because it's actually not that hard to get to the end, even though there's a circle right here. I don't know if this is actually necessary or not, but I'll do it for, quote, safety. Ah, nuts, I was so close. Not that it matters, I can heal anyway. Oops, that's the wrong way. Actually, what's my doll looking like? Speaking of healing, yeah, nice weather. There, boom, suddenly I'm healing. Got him. The money is just insane. Alright, new tough guy. Gross. Got him. This guitar's alright, man. And what is there, one more? Yeah, I just saw him. That's fine. That's fine. You can still see the purple from the guy I just killed. It's crazy. Are you serious? Aw, man. Nope. Ah, nuts. Alright, alright. You had your fun, buddy. I'm healing even now during that little scene. It's great. Got him. Oh, what do you drop? First aid kit medium? Not bad, not bad. Oh yeah, this fooled me last time. Anyway, I'm done with the crawlers. I think I'm about done with the level now, too. Yeah, just left, and I think that's the end of the dungeon. Climbing up? Look at that. Damn, my pulse is really rising. Alright, there we go. Is this my reward for a job well done? Yeah, that's it. It plays a little victory tune, but I don't know if anything comes of actually, quote, beating those a second time. And now... Hey, look at my hunger and my sleep. Awesome. Well, I mean, my sleep was refilled anyway, but my hunger is totally refilled. Now, let's get out of here. So as you can see, that dungeon had two purposes, right? But let's go ahead to the department, the sheriff's department. Been a long time since we've been in the sheriff's department. I remember this part of the layout well enough because I had to do this a bunch of times when I replayed Chapter 2, but I need to find the jail. There it is. Actually, let's make this easy on myself. There, at the end. Well, look who it is.
Hey, Nick.
Happy that you've got your man? No. I'm not your man. I'm just a suspect.
Nick.
I didn't do it.
Actually, I believe you. But until we catch the real murderer, you're going to remain a prime suspect.
What's gonna happen to me then? Never mind. I'm more worried about Olivia. How's she doing? Come on, say something.
I can't tell you anything.
If that's the case. Could you hand her a letter? Please? Agent...
You don't mind me inspecting it first?
Oh, that's fine.
Only this once, Nick.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, letter from Nick.
Tell her I'm sorry, will you?
Nick, you need to do that, not me.
Huh. Yeah, this wasn't even the plot. This was a side quest. We can get little character moments like this and see what happens if we bring things to perhaps a better conclusion. And just like that, we're out of the police station. Now that I think about it, maybe I should have used the police station as an opportunity to change clothes, but it's not that big of a deal. So, a letter from Nick to Olivia. That's just it. I can't read it. I kind of assumed that I would be able to, but now I think I have the place for this. I hope I do. No, we're good. I could just beam over to Nick's house. All that Chapter 2 exploring is paying off. Okay, cool. I can go in. An onion. So here's Olivia. Yes. Letter.
What's this?
Nick asked me to give it to you. It's a letter from him to you.
Nick wrote this? For me? Olivia, I'm sorry for all the trouble I am causing you.
I'm writing this letter because I need to tell you some things. First, I'm sorry about meeting with Diane without telling you. My actions were irresponsible and may have caused you to misunderstand. But I swear to God I was not cheating on you, and I didn't kill Diane. That's what I wanted to tell you. As I sit here in this cell, all I can think about is you. Don't worry about keeping the diner open, okay? Try to eat well, too. I had thought that this happiness we had would just go on forever. I've always been grateful to you, but I've never told you, have I? I used to think that putting it into words made it sound cheap. But at times like these, words are all we need. Thank you for everything. Once I get home, I'll make it up to you. Take care of yourself. I love you. Nick.
Agent, could you wait a moment, please? I want to write a reply.
Sure. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay, letter from Olivia.
Zach, I hope Nick will feel better by this.
That goofy video game music upon quest completion. Return to better things. Or a return to better things. Okay, okay. You'll never guess what we have to do next. Or I should say what I want to do next. Alright, and once we complete this side quest arc, this sub-story campaign, we'll be able to finish the chapter. Because once again, this is one of those very quick chapters where if I had just said from the very beginning, oh no, I'd rather go back to the hotel, if I had just gone to the hotel, that would have been the chapter. But of course, that's not really what this game is all about, is it? It's the flavor. So now, we can return to Nick.
Huh?
Did you give her the letter? Sure did.
It's a letter from Olivia.
From Olivia? What the? I wrote so much. More than I'd ever actually say. A lot more than this. And she writes me only 3 lines back.
Not enough for you?
Oh, no, it's more than enough.
She wrote as much as she could. That's the best she could do right now.
Yeah. 3 powerful lines. I believe in you. I'll wait for you. I'm sorry. I don't agree with the last one, though. I'm the one who has to apologize.
Do you feel a little better now, then? Just wait until the case is finished. I promise this will all come to an end.
Yeah. I know, I believe you. She's believing in me, too, and waiting for me.
Well, I have to be going.
Hold on a minute.
Oh, a key to the back door of the diner.
What's this?
The key to the back door of the diner. There's a big bag in the kitchen. I don't know if you could use it, but consider it yours. You'll have to help yourself to it, of course. I can't exactly go with you.
Okay. I'll take this and I'll go check it out.
Looks like a return to better things for those two, eh, Zach?
I can hardly believe it, though. After all this, Nick would have his nightly meetings with Diane. It really was just to discuss art, because your plebeian brain can't handle Rembrandt and Turner. I just gotta discuss art. That really was all it was. He has nightly outings to discuss art at the art gallery. And that whole thing where Diane, I swear she saw me. Her gaze penetrated right through me. Like, alright, whatever. Yeah, there we go. And I could even... Can I shave here? I keep forgetting. Nothing for me in the locker. Oh well, even if I can't shave, it's not a big deal. So... Yeah, my suit is very dirty, but... Boom, we're back, baby. This... I clean that one too, I guess. Okay, let's clean the green veil suit. Oh, no, not change. Cleaning. Boom. And we're good. We're good. Alright. I'm slowly healing even now. Alright, only 2 warps to go. 1, surprise, surprise, is going to be to the diner. There we go. What a shock. The diner is closed. That's what happens when nobody's running it. But... well, I could always have opened that, I guess. But... which is the way in? That's just observe. So here? Here we go. Here we go. I'm in. This is bizarre. Well, let's just observe. Can I can't even go in the men's room. You don't need the code just yet, do you, Zach? Phone. I've already checked this, right? Yep. It's probably going to be in this area where Nick told us to stay the hell out. Now, I saw the big glowy blue thing, but I'll check these first. Oh, a flare. Oh, I'm full? Marvelous. But then there's this. Item bag. Let me hold more items. I've been waiting for something like this the whole damn game.
It was like, if you could use it. But, Zach, this is great. We'll be able to carry more items now, Zach.
That was it. That was the quest. It was just finish what I told you. This is great. This is great. So, I was previously able to hold up to 15 items. Now? Wait. Oh, for a second I saw like 99, but it was just the worms. I was like, no way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12. I mean 15. I guess I'll just have to find more items to hold to fill this out. It'd be nice if it were a little more obvious. But that's alright. I've gotten what I came for. I can hold more items now and feel great while doing so. So now let's warp to the final place. Our final warp is to our intended destination, which York hinted at the very beginning, the hotel, where we can gather our thoughts. Let's walk into the giant green light that takes up half the screen.
Zach, let's go over our progress.
From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Yeah, it was right after the crime.
That's right. Diane was still alive. This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed. Which means the criminal was still close by. It was someone near the scene. There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, and one other.
Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
Oh, Kaysen, he was locked in the hatch. Oh, Harry, I would love to see that, but Kaysen.
That's right. Casey. We followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Kaysen's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Kaysen up in the basement. Now, what did Kaysen hear when he was locked up?
Oh, he said this out loud. He heard footsteps that were intermittent.
That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day. Which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest.
Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
It's unlikely. Oh, that's great. It's just pictures of us. What do you think? And there's not even like a loading or a time limit bar. Just what do you think?
Me too. Usher sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach.
What?
This confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads. There is the locket, which is in Carol's possession, the man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy. And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan.
This is a new one. Huh.
Emily? What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
That snap to the music.
My mother was a very kind woman. She always smiled so brightly, and baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking. My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
Wow, that music just screeched to a halt.
Zach is a friend of mine.
He holds a PlayStation 3
so
controller.
You do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
What kind of person is he then?
Well, I've never seen his face. But he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child. I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead.
Damn.
He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends.
I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer. And here we are, working together, getting through things.
This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
Oh yeah, York, I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
A little weird to do the
Finally,
comic
you
relief
noticed.
scene.
You're a little slow, aren't you?
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
Zach, do you think Emily got home safely?
Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought. Do you remember our conversation with Emily? She's really interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you.
If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed.
Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
Man, this is throwing me off, because I thought the player, was Zach, but now he's saying, since he was 7...
Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please! Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it in here, Thomas. I think I'm going mad. I know you're there! Come on, please! Thomas! 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 Thomas!
That's a different mood from the side quests I've been going through, damn. Oh. Interesting, and there it is too. Damn, this keeps getting deeper and deeper, doesn't it? We did it, congratulations, but damn. Episode 2, Part 2 cleared. Time to save. And now that that's been done, it is time to stop the installment. Well, we certainly made a lot of progress today, didn't we? We completed some side quests and another chapter. while things may be looking up in side quest fashion as far as Nick and Olivia are concerned, this was a pretty heavy chapter in terms of character-driven moments. A lot of it was the aftermath of the events of the previous chapter. But we'll try to push through it and hopefully catch this killer before he strikes again. Let's see what happens in the morning. Until next time, everyone.